Part 1. The essence of the performance of the rite of death and transfiguration. The celebration of the Black Mass as an activity of the devil and of the seemingly hierarchically organized sect of the anti-God is the center of the whole peculiar satanic life for both the whole Ecclesia Luciferi and the local sect, as well as for the individual undead. For in the Black Mass reaches its climax both the activity of Satan, cursing the imaginary reality of a false god, and the dark worship which men offer to Ancient One, receiving him through Lucifer, son of dawn. Furthermore, in the blasphemous Mass, the dark mysteries of the revival are mentioned in such a way throughout that they somehow become seemingly present. On the other hand, the other deceptive acts and all other acts of satanic life are connected with the Black Mass, flow from it, and are directed toward it. That's why it is extremely important to prepare the celebration of the Black Mass, or the rite of death and transfiguration, in such a way that the devotees participating in it, each according to his will, can more fully receive those curses for the attainment of which Lightbringer instituted the ambiguous sacrifice of his apparent body and blood, and entrusted it to the Church of Anti-God as a commemoration of his death to imaginary life, and rise to undead life in flesh and blood. This will be accomplished if the entire deceptive liturgical action is so directed as to stimulate the worshippers to conscious or semi-conscious active participation involving body and mind, burning with infernal skepticism, unbelief, lack of hope for afterlife, and self-love, participation which the Church of Anti-God desires, which the very nature of the deceptive liturgical action demands, and to which the devilish people by virtue of their baptism in blood are entitled and obligated. Although the presence and active participation of the worshippers, which more clearly demonstrate the antisocial sectarian nature of the liturgical action, cannot always be realized, the celebration of the rite of death and transfiguration is always effective and is marked by pride, because it is an act of Lucifer and of the cursed church, in which the priest Flamen Luciferi always acts for the liberation of the people from the bondage of the spirit. The celebration of the rite of death and transfiguration, as indeed of all the deceptive liturgy, is accomplished through visible signs through which chaos feeds, reinforces, and expresses itself. It is therefore necessary to make every effort to select and arrange the forms and elements proposed by the Church of Anti-God in such a way that, taking into account the circumstances of the persons and places, they contribute more intensely to the active and fanatical participation and better correspond to the carnal benefit of the worshippers. This introduction is intended to give general principles for the celebration of the Black Mass, or rite of death and transfiguration.